one of the craziest things that's kind of been building up over the last few weeks is the SEC and the part that the SEC is going to play in the college playoffs, because I think we have 6 teams right now that all have 2 losses. The 2 teams at the top of the SEC right now are Texas A&M and Texas, and they actually play each other the last week of the season. So it's going to be real interesting to see, one, who is in the SEC championship game, because let's run the scenario that Texas A&M wins out, meaning they beat Texas. I believe with all the tiebreakers, if Alabama wins out, we're looking at a Texas A&M and Alabama SEC title game. Where's Georgia going to land? Where's Ole Miss going to land? Tennessee, the loser of the SEC title game. We're looking at potentially some big programs not being in the playoffs. It's wild to think that we could be in a potential world where Georgia, who just beat Tennessee, isn't in the playoffs, or Ole Miss, or, hey, what about Texas? Does Texas kind of fall out of that at-large bid, with a loss to Texas A&M if they don't get into the SEC title game? I think that's going to be a real crazy scenario, and it's something that I think a lot of people should probably be paying attention to, because not that the other conferences aren't good, and not that the other conferences don't have teams that are going to make their waves in the playoffs, with Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon, and then you got Boise State, which is, more than likely going to be that 5th team. We got to look and see what happens with Army. Army's going up against Notre Dame this coming week. If Army finds a way to beat Notre Dame and then they go on and continue to win, they could get a bid coming in, which would be amazing. So I think it all really is going to boil down to what happens with the SEC and the fact that those teams really just beat the hell out of each other